Welcome to today's episode of the Review Remedy by ScoreDoc, where we'll be talking about something that's becoming increasingly popular: hair restoration and transplant treatments. If you're living in or near Chevy Chase, Maryland, or you're willing to travel for high-quality care, this episode is for you. We're breaking down the 3 best-rated hair restoration and transplant centers in the area, based entirely on verified patient feedback from the last 24 months.
That's right, and we're not just reading off ratings. We'll walk you through what makes these clinics stand out, the kind of treatments they specialize in, and why patient reviews matter so much in this field. Chevy Chase, with its proximity to Washington, D.C., has become a hub for specialized medical care. And when it comes to something as personal and life-changing as hair restoration, making an informed choice is essential.
Why reviews matter. Before we get into the top 3 clinics, let's talk quickly about why this list matters. Hair restoration and transplant treatments can be costly, time-consuming, and they have a big impact on self-image. We based our rankings on recent patient reviews and ratings from 18 different clinics in and around Chevy Chase.
Exactly. And reviews older than 2 years were excluded from the ranking because research shows that patients trust recent experiences much more. A doctor who had great reviews 5 years ago might not be delivering the same quality today. We analyzed sentiment, overall ratings, and consistency of positive feedback. That's how we narrowed it down to these 3 leaders in the field.
Clinic number 1, Bosley Hair Restoration and Transplant, Washington, D.C. Let's start with Bosley. If you've ever researched hair restoration, you've probably come across the Bosley name. They're a nationwide brand, and their Chevy Chase location has earned high praise.
They're located at 5425 Wisconsin Avenue, right in Chevy Chase, and they've racked up 102 reviews, holding a 4.5-star rating. What's impressive is their 89.2% positive sentiment rate over the last 2 years. Patients often talk about their expert and compassionate staff.
Many reviewers highlighted how Bosley's team takes time to provide detailed consultations, which helps patients feel confident before undergoing treatment. That's a big deal because hair restoration can feel intimidating for first-timers.
However, some patients did mention pricing as a concern. Bosley's services can be on the higher end, but the consensus seems to be that you're paying for expertise, technology, and proven results. If you're looking for a trusted, nationally recognized provider, Bosley is worth considering.
Clinic number 2, Prime Facial Plastic Surgery. Next is Prime Facial Plastic Surgery, which has earned an impressive reputation in this space. They're actually based in Columbia, Maryland, but they serve a lot of Chevy Chase patients due to their expertise.
This clinic has 85 total reviews, a perfect 5-star rating, and get this, 100% positive sentiment score for reviews from the last 2 years. That's rare in this field.
Patients consistently mention the professionalism of the staff, the smooth consultation to procedure process, and exceptional outcomes. They're known for both surgical and non-surgical hair restoration options, which gives patients flexibility.
Yes, and having a facial plastic surgery background also means they bring a strong aesthetic sense to their work. For many patients, that's a major plus because hair restoration isn't just medical, it's cosmetic too. They're located at 10285 Little Patuxent Parkway, Suite 250 in Columbia, Maryland, and they're definitely worth the drive if you're near Chevy Chase.
Clinic number 3, Scalp Micropigmentation. Now let's talk about a very different type of hair restoration option: scalp micropigmentation, or SMP for short. This is not a hair transplant. It's a non-surgical technique that uses tiny pigments to create the look of thicker hair.
This clinic, Scalp Micropigmentation, is located at 10400 Connecticut Avenue in Kensington, just minutes from Chevy Chase. They have 101 reviews, a 4.9-star rating, and a 98% positive sentiment score. That's impressive.
Patients love the natural-looking results, especially those who aren't ready or eligible for surgical transplants. Many clients say it's life-changing because it gives the appearance of fuller hair without downtime.
The attention to detail during procedures is a recurring theme in reviews. The only drawback mentioned was longer wait times for appointments, but that's often a sign of high demand. If you want a minimally invasive, highly effective cosmetic solution, this clinic is leading the way.
Comparing the clinics. So if we put these three side by side, Bosley is the most recognizable national brand with a strong Chevy Chase presence. Prime Facial Plastic Surgery offers a boutique experience with perfect reviews, and scalp micropigmentation is the go-to for those seeking a non-surgical option.
Exactly. And choosing between them depends on your personal goals. If you want surgical expertise from a big-name brand, Bosley is great. If you're looking for a personalized, high-touch experience, Prime stands out. And if you're after something non-invasive with immediate cosmetic results, SMP is worth a look.
Choosing the right hair restoration option. Let's also talk about the bigger picture, how to choose the right treatment. Hair restoration isn't one size fits all. You have options like follicular unit extraction, or FUE, follicular unit transplantation, or FUT, PRP therapy, and scalp micropigmentation.
Yes, and your choice should depend on your stage of hair loss, budget, and expectations. For example, FUE is less invasive and leaves minimal scarring, while FUT is often better for covering larger areas, but involves a linear scar. SMP, as we mentioned, doesn't restore actual hair, but provides the look of density.
Another factor is aftercare. Regardless of the treatment you choose, you'll need to follow post-procedure instructions carefully. Many patients underestimate how important recovery and maintenance are to getting good results.
And don't forget about consultations. Most reputable clinics offer in-depth consultations where they'll assess your scalp, explain the science behind each option, and help you make an informed decision. That's why checking recent reviews is so critical. Patients often mention how informative or rushed those consultations felt.
Why location and reputation matter. Chevy Chase is uniquely positioned because of its proximity to Washington, D.C. Many of these clinics attract patients from across the region, which raises the overall standard of care.
Absolutely. And the best clinics often combine medical expertise with artistry. Hair restoration is both a science and an art. That's why it's important to research your provider thoroughly. Reading recent patient feedback gives you a sense of consistency in results and professionalism.
Closing thoughts. So, to recap, the top 3 hair restoration and transplant centers in and around Chevy Chase are Bosley, for a trusted, nationally recognized brand, Prime Facial Plastic Surgery, for a boutique, patient-focused experience with exceptional results, and Scalp Micropigmentation, for a non-surgical, detail-oriented approach.
Whichever clinic you choose, remember that this is a long-term investment in yourself. Take the time to review recent feedback, understand your options, and ask the right questions during consultations.
Thanks for joining us today. If you found this helpful, check out our full review reports for each clinic to see detailed ratings, patient comments, and a breakdown of services.
We'll be back with more episodes to help you make informed healthcare choices. Until next time, take care of yourself and your hair.